why you can miss some people. Oh, how do I put this? How some people might think that my outfit was unfinished, and I will definitely talk about it. So with Baga has always been really sweet, really kind, and most of the girls are, but when I see that people were stressed, I just was like, oh, can I do anything? And so Baga's outfit was already like on the mannequin, and so it depends, in my opinion. In my personal opinion, I don't think I made the outfit. But in your opinion, if you feel like embellishment and pleating is a big factor, then that everyone's valid to their opinion, if you know what I mean. So I would not be able to say that, thanks, Cetogene, for saying that if you play the music louder, it will be blocked. So I won't. So in my opinion, I don't think I created the outfit, but I definitely did the pleats, and I shown her how to do the pleats, and obviously the embellishments, because there were some crystals and stuff. So thank you. That was how I felt with this situation. Did I answer it? Did anyone feel like the questions weren't answered? Let me know, because that was the situation. Like, you're in a competition, yes, but when you, like, I've been a fan of Bagas and most of the girls from Drag Race UK season 1, and so when I've actually met them, I was like, they're really sweet to me, so if I can be kind to them in any way, I would love to. So that was that. Cat outfit. I personally really enjoyed that outfit, not just because the designer I was wearing is a designer that's like one of the best in Thailand in terms of his work, avant-garde work, whom I respect. So to be able to wear his piece was an honor. And I will be wearing a Pagat outfit in DragCon as well, so it's going to be the best I've ever worn. Again, in DragCon, I'm gonna serve it to you, you guys. It's not gonna be a traditional runway. I'm gonna bring a lot of things that you guys would not expect. So we'll see. My second outfit was Butch Queen. Like I said, okay, I got really excited, and sometimes when I get excited, I lose my accent. It was like, Butch. When I think of Butch, I think of hunting. And then when I think of a queen, I think of the Queen of England. So I just couldn't stop laughing at myself because I was just like, when I talk fast, sometimes that happens, and everyone has a different idea of what butch is. And for me, it's like masculine, hunting. And I did not want to go for the traditional kind of like interpretation of what a butch queen is. In my opinion, in the entire runway, the best butch queen look was Mo's. It had meaning, it had fashion, it had cultural context. It was just like, so well done. Like, it was iconic. Like, Mo's outfit was, I couldn't even talk about it. That's how much I love Mo's outfit with the Butch Queen look. With the cat look, I would say my favorites were blues, and I would say my other favorite outfit would have to be Bagas. I would say that. Those two for sure. Just being honest. And then for the make yourself look, I saw this fabric that was two-toned. Like, it was like a purple colored fabric that reflected green. And I was like, oh my God, that reminds you of this insect in Thailand that was, in Thai it's called mang tap. What is it called in English? It's mang taps, I guess. It's an insect that is green and reflects purple. Do you guys know what the name of the insect is? Anyway, it's in Thailand, in our history, royalty always wear those insects in their jewels, in their earrings, in their crowns, and etc. So I was like, oh my God. I also grabbed the gold lame, if you saw, and I was like, oh my God, this would be really great and kind of safe for me. But at the end, I was like, I want to do something daring. I want to challenge myself. So I grabbed the taffeta-like fabric, I would say. Scarab. Thai scarab. So I grabbed that taffeta-like fabric that has a texture, and when I grabbed it, art always taught me one thing, which was when you grab fabric, it's a living thing. It breathes, it moves in a different way, and when light hits it, it's a living biological thing. So when I touch that fabric, it was like a sculpture. So it was like, we're gonna create a sculpture with this fabric. And I was so excited. And if you saw when I started draping it, I used rubber bands and I inverted the fabric. I tied the fabric so that it creates rouging and like a flower-like effect. And then I inverted the fabric and then draped it into my body. And I was like, okay, this is something that I like. Then I hand sewn on top. The entire outfit was hand sewn. Because I have OCD, so I love hand sewing. So thank you so much for saying the drapery was so beautiful. Thank y'all. That was my first outfit I've ever done since, I practiced a lot of outfits back at home before a drag race. I practiced like almost 20 outfits on my mannequin because I really don't want to fuck up the sewing challenge. So I have my mannequin over here. I'll show it to you. My house is kind of messy. This mannequin over here. So I would drape fabric over it. And so once I draped it, I sewn onto it. I was like, okay, it needs movement. When I walk, I want there to be a kind of a flow. So I saw this fan, broke off the feather fan. It was an ostrich fan, I think. And then glued individual pieces onto the structure to create this flow when it hit the air. When I walked, it looked like it was moving, kind of like a sea urchin, jellyfish kind of feel. So that was kind of the look I was going for. And the inspiration was very, the makeup 1920s, very Parisian, Anne Wong, not Anne Wong, Aname Wong. Oh, wait, my God. It's very 1920s, like a Chinese girl meets Parisian realness, I would say. Because when Art said it too, she was like, the makeup can go both ways. It can go very 1920s Chinese, but also very Parisian. And I didn't thought about that because in my mind, it was like, oh my God, I wanted to create this 1920s Paris look. Was it Aname Wong? It definitely isn't Anime Wong. So I had these historical things in my mind, and when it came to the silhouette, I was like, I love in the 50s when Dior created these silhouettes for the women. And I know I have broad shoulders, so I kind of obviously wanted to cover one side of my shoulder, but one thing that I don't have a problem with are my shoulders. I am proud to have large shoulders, and I honestly think the woman body is beautiful, but women are built differently. Not every woman has that curvy silhouette, which I love, which is amazing. And is something, in some looks, I would try to portray. But with this look, there ain't nothing I can do with my shoulders. And I've known a lot of beautiful women with broad shoulders as well. And I just appreciate that. So I was like, I'm going to be proud with one side of my shoulder. I'm going to cover one half, and the other side I'm going to show it. Everyone's drag and interpretation is different, but mine is that I love my shoulders, and it's okay. So definitely in the next things that I do with drag, obviously I'm going to give you silhouette. As you've seen in my drag before, on my Instagram, there's always that curve and swerves, but sometimes I do enjoy that, like for example, this is one thing that Art said to me one time when I was like, Art, why don't you pad? Why don't you put on a corset? And she was like, if you do that every time, isn't that kind of boring for you? And I was like, what do you mean? And she was just like, with certain clothing, it looks amazing to just be streamlined. And it looks better when for certain types of garment, it looks better when you're flat. And I've always kept that aesthetic in my mind. It was like, what works for different garments? What work for different looks? So obviously with the cat, it was like extremes, large shoulders, tiny waist, big hips. And with the second one, it was like straight. I wanted to look like a man because the assignment was butch queen. So the silhouette was very much streamlined, very straight, tree trunk. And I was very comfortable, and it took me a long time to be comfortable with wearing different types of silhouettes because I don't want to be remembered for just one type of silhouette. And with the last one, I kind of wanted to create that kind of thing. So that was kind of what I was going for. And I'm going to look at questions now because I've been talking a lot. So I'm going to let it rest a little. I'm rooting for you. Thank you so much. You sold that butch runway. So the thing, let's talk about this. Give me a sec. Sometimes people are just like, oh, pangina, you're so afraid of like being silly. You're so afraid of being funny. You're like so stuck in trying to be beautiful. And my reply is, first of all, thank you that you think that I'm beautiful. That's really sweet of you, but I'm afraid. I am not afraid of anything. And I love letting go. I'm kind of like crazy. Like my sister knows that. Like I am very unstable. And that's being nice. So with me, with the butch queen look, I was like, I kind of want to just be like overtly masculine, if that makes sense. And to play and poke fun of the idea what it is to be butch, like drinking beer. Yo, what's up? What's your number? Kind of thing. And for me, like, done a lot of that in the past. When I was in the closet. A long time ago. So for me, it's just to reclaim my experience and just have fun with it. And the assignment obviously was butch queen and Queen of England. Butch. When they're going hunting, they're butch. Like, they're shooting guns. So, why not? Did you plan for a more complex lower half? We're gonna get into that. What a white man voice. Yeah, I don't know. Back in the day when... Yeah, we're not gonna go into that story. Because that story is gonna be long. Did I plan something for the lower half? The honest truth is no. And the reason, and I completely understand what the judges are saying, because it's valid that I did not completely make a dress. But for me, I have shorter legs. I was built with a longer torso and shorter legs. So I kind of want to elongate that line with the black leggings. And people wear leggings, females wear leggings, but then understand that, understandably, it shouldn't be exposed. Like, if actually my dress was made so that it can be worn two types of ways. One is that it could be worn the way I worn it on the show, and the other way, the back thing that straps here, it can actually be put here, which means that it will be covered as a dress. But fuck my life, because I thought it looked better on the shoulders, so I walked out like that. And if you take a look at when the girls are lip syncing, I actually moved it down here so that it completely covered myself. Surprise! So yeah, after I heard the judge's comment, I was like, oh my god, at least if I go out on the runway again, I wanted to complete what they asked of me. So I removed the clip and I did a hook here. I removed the hook and I put it on my waist because I did a different types of alteration that it could work. So if you actually take a look at when the girls are lip syncing, my dress is from here, it went down here so that it covered as a dress. You know, when you make certain choices, you can't regret it. I did the best that I can do within one day, and I'm really proud of the fabric and what I created, having not sewn before, ever, until I learned for the show. So, with that, I was like, I'm good. I'm quite happy. And hindsight, would I have made something different to cover the bottom? No. But would I have made sure that the pleating covered my mangina? Yes. 100% completely. Understood. Thanks for answering my questions. Going back to see it post-judging. Much love. You did an amazing job. Thank you. You think of everything literally design genius. No, thank you. It's just when I draped the fabric, I was like, it's like a sculpture and it can be put onto your body a different way. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is interesting. So all I can say is just don't look at the piece of clothing that I wore. And don't look at it from the inside because it's a mess. But it looked good on the stage. I enjoyed it. Did I enjoy making my garment? Okay, did you guys notice that I wasn't talking to anyone like in the beginning? Like barely, because in my mind I was like, art is gonna kill you. Art is going to scream at you if you don't finish this garment. And I'm like, I have like this love-hate relation, not love-hate. How do I call it? A love-respect horror movie kind of relationship with art where I respect the hell out of her, but sometimes she does turn like into like a ghost and I get scared at certain times and she scares the shit out of me. And so that kicked into gear and it was like pre-diarrhea feeling the whole time. And so for me it was like, you better fucking finish this fabric. You better finish this. It better look good. You can't call yourself her friend or you know her if it doesn't look good. So in that frame of mind, I got my pin pillow on with my name embroidered on it, if you can see, because I had enough time and I love stoning. So if you saw my pillow for the pins, it had my initial P on it with bedazzled jeweled, of course. And I had around my neck the whole entire time the scissor for the threads. So I was just sewing. I couldn't talk to anyone because I was so focused. And it was so funny because during the challenge, we had to sketch. And I created the outfit before I start sketching because one thing that art reminded me so importantly was like, do not create an outfit unless you have an image in your mind of what it's going to look like. And when I was practicing at home and draping all these fabrics, trying to create different types of garment, the one problem that I had was like does it look good like this? Does it look good like this? And she was like, no, stop, start again. Have an image in your mind, then you can mold it later, but you have to know what it's gonna look like, who's gonna wear this, what kind of person this is. So for me, I was like, in my mind, I was like, okay, Parisian, okay, Dior, okay. She is a high fashion girl. She is a runway girl. She is going to have an asymmetrical silhouette. She is going to be fierce. She is going to be that girl that walks on the runway and just does not even smile. So that was the image I had in my mind. So when I presented each category, like the first one, when I did the cat, it was like fun. I get to hiss and be a cat and lick myself. And then the second one, it was more like I wanted to be goofy and funny and just really butch and showed my personality. And then the last one, it was just like to serve a fierce runway walk and to serve the garment. And in my, I don't know if this is incorrect, but this is how I was thinking walking down the runway with the last one. With the last one, I kind of wanted to present the clothes itself because the challenge was the clothes. And maybe looking back, I could critique myself of being like, why didn't you show more personality? But with that, I was like, I wanted the garment to speak for itself. And so I kind of wanted to model it that way. I love you work so hard to prepare yourself for the competition. You surely deserve it. Thank you. That's really sweet of you. Can you please do these lives regularly? I would promise to do these lives regularly if they're not put on YouTube. Because a lot of these are put on YouTube and that kind of ruined it for me, honestly. I didn't want to say that, but it does. Like, I don't want to see myself being vulnerable, being honest with you guys, being truthful, saying how I feel, and then having it on YouTube. So if people can actually take that down or if people don't record it, then I would really appreciate that and then we can have more of this, you know? Which lipstick would you choose if you were top 2? Well, I wasn't a top 2, unfortunately, and shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? I mean, what can you do? I wish I was top 2. I mean, we all wish we were top 2. It's a lovely feeling to be top 2. Who do you think is your biggest competition? I mean, obviously Jimbo, obviously Blue, obviously Monique. But you know, with certain challenges when it comes to acting, Baga's gonna like kick it out of the bag. Like, oh, pun intended. Kick it out of the bag. Wait, that's not even an expression. Fuck my life. Kick it out of the ballpark? Baga's gonna take it out of the bag? I know there's something with bags that you can play a pun with, but I'm just not sure. Do you consider art to be a mentor figure for you? Yes, very much so. Like, she taught me almost literally 90% of what I know about fashion and what I love about fashion, and this eyeliner is just not coming off. I did a shoot this morning, and she is water resistant. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm doing this live. And this is why I shouldn't be on YouTube, because I do stupid fucking shit like this, like scratching my eyeballs. Okay. Baga has it in the bag. I love it. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Where was I? Who was I closest with post filming? I'm still relatively close to most of the girls I talked to, most of them. I would have to say, like, I'm really close to Juju. I'm close to Blue. We talk a lot. We talk to Janie. But we all keep in touch, so. Oh my god. Whoever designed this eyeliner needs to come out with a line of super glue, because literally I don't need spirit gum anymore after this. I'm gonna use this eyeliner as my new glue. Who inspired you the most among the cast? Okay. Monique. Mo Hart. Sorry. I would definitely say Mo Hart. I would definitely say Blue. I would say and Jimbo. I would say that. And obviously honestly, all the girls do certain things that inspire me, but in my mind, when it comes to looks, those are the people that I think about on the top of my head. And just because I said those names does not mean I dislike the rest of the names that I did not mention. Let's not play that game. Did you see the looks Lemon posted? It was sickening. Oh my god, her looks, especially the Butch Queen, so good. Like, if she turned and she walked, so good, so fierce. It just had so many layers to it. Love it, love it, love it. Honestly. Are you in the UK now? No, I'm in Purgatory, which is the weather of Thailand. So I think fuck, marry, kill. That's fun. Okay. I love it when people ask questions that I can answer, because you know very well that I can't talk about certain things that I can't talk about. But these kind of games I enjoy. Fuck, marry, kill. The cast. Fuck Blue. Marry Blue, kill Blue. No. Fuck Blue. Marry Juju. Kill Blue. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of us, there's many people in our past that if we fucked, we would kind of want to. Yeah. Do you have a crush on Blue? We'll have to find out. I don't know. Which girls from the season of Drag Race Thailand would you like to see represent Thailand? I think any of the girls would represent Thailand really well. I would say Bandit will kill it with the fashion. I think Anime Wang will kill it with the performance. I think Candy Cyanide would kill it with her craziness and her flame resistance powers. I think Kim Hwa would be a great representation as well. Darius Dahl would obviously do well. Those are just the first names that come to my mind. Did you speak Juju and Tyson's She's Laotian? Yes, we did. We did. We certainly did. It's fun. I hope we see more of it. I'm not sure. Queen of Thai drag. Oh, thank you. I have so many new projects coming out really soon. Cannot wait to share them with you guys. So one of the things I was really proud of was being in Vogue. I was like, oh my God. Like, especially with my experience when I was younger, I was really like, you know, I didn't really love myself, and I was very overweight, and I just didn't comprehend how to live comfortably in my own body. And for me to be able to do this art, to be a drag queen, that taught me how to love myself, love my body the way it is, no matter what size it is, and to be able to be in Vogue. Insane. And then another shoot that I did where I wore, I think, $40,000 worth of real diamonds. And that's also one of my dreams, was like, I kind of want to wear real jewelry for once in my life. And to just say that I am a man dressed in a woman wearing real jewelry, you know? And that day I got to do it. Shooting for one of the biggest high fashion magazines in the world. I can't mention it right now, but I did. And Art Araya was the stylist of the shoot. And then I come home and eat my instant noodles. So it was a great day for me. So I'm doing all these things that I wasn't even thinking that I was capable as, you know, someone who thought of themselves as not being worthy. And now I am living a fantasy with being the truest form of myself and through this art form. So I'm just living my life in the happiest way that I could even imagine. And I think I'm gonna be on the cover of another fashion magazine as well, which is insane to me. I don't remember the last time a drag queen was on the cover of a Thai magazine, like an actual cover. And this is a fashion magazine as well. So I was like, oh my God, dreams realized. And so many of my dreams have suddenly came true within like a short period of time. And I'm just so grateful. Do you think you could have done better in the sewing challenge? I don't think so. I was really proud with what I created. Yes, I admit to the mistakes that I did. And the next time, then I probably would have covered my vagina. Drop a skincare routine. I use Lush a lot. Lush, or I think with my French friends who say Lush, Lush, because it's like animal cruelty free. They use all the natural ingredients. I love that. I drink a lot of water. I moisturize a lot. I put on masks a lot of the time, but I think like my makeup artist would always tell me like, get enough sleep. The most important thing for skincare. Who would you switch wardrobe with? You mean like as a boy? Who would you switch wardrobe with from the cast? None of them would like to give me a makeover. I would like Blue to give me a makeover because I think when it comes to makeup, she's hands down the best. And that was no shade in terms of the fashion of whose closet I would like to swap with. It's just because clothing and fashion is our own expression. Everyone else does it in their own way. It wasn't shady. You see, this is why people think that I'm shady. I'm not shady at all. When I say none of them, it was just like, well, that's their expression. It's not my expression. And like every single time, I'm sure not all of them would want to wear like Thai boxing shorts with a suit. Or the the thing that I wore today, I've gotten a lot of people who was like, oh my God, I want to buy it. Where is it from? It's Q Design and Play. And it's called Kangkeng Lei. It's basically these beach pants that you tie it around your waist. So if you get on the motorcycle or the wind comes, it gets very naked because it's just fabric covering like this. But it's something that's very Thai, and I worn it on the show, the blue outfit. Oh my God, your day look was 100. Thank you. That was my, yeah. And I think the other outfit that I wore, the jacket, when I was sewing was Renem Project. And that was the same designer as my Butch Queen look. Everyone wants your wardrobe. Oh, thank you. A lot of the, like I told you, every single designer, the one I'm wearing right now even, is Thai designers. Yeah. Rue commented on your fashion game. What do you mean Rue commented on your fashion game? Oh, when she said that she thinks that I can pull a look together, I was like, are you sure? I was like, you're very confident. You're very confident in my abilities. Thank you. I was like, I'll take it, but I wasn't sure it was gonna look good. I had a viewing party with Art just now, like an hour ago, and she was like, I liked it. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. That was such a big compliment. She was like, you look good. I was like, oh my God, that was so sweet of you. Oh, by the way, the sketch. Was that a good sketch? Because I didn't know it was a good sketch. I'll hear back. Can we talk about your sketch? Tell me, what do you think about the sketch? I want to see more of you in Drag Race. Well, definitely next week for sure. Pangina, your fashion sketch. Let's freaking acknowledge it. Oh, thank you. I went to school, UCLA for fine arts. So my specialty was drawing. I couldn't sketch to save my life. I hate drawing the anatomy, but I can draw like animals like down. So when it comes to sketching, I was just like, oh, let's just hope it looks like a human being. Yeah. Yeah. Please tell me who is your favorite boy love series. I don't even watch TV, you guys. I think lately all I've been watching are Drag Race UK versus the World reactions and reviews. Who designed your Sphinx look? If you also, it's on my page as well, on my pictures. Prapakas, legendary Thai designer. Favorite Drag Race franchise? UK season 1 or US season 6? What would you be your animal spirit? My animal spirit would be, well, a seal pup. Are you gonna be getting with kimchi? I love kimchi. Kimchi's just a delicious type of food that you can eat with rice and sometimes put in your soup. And oh, you're talking about the drag? Okay, yeah, kimchi from Drag Race. Oh my God. Meme worthy moment. Okay. Kimchi is a tall drink of water, so why not? Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. It's like when someone asks you what's your favorite, like, fate, like, what's your idea of a perfect date, and you're like, January 26th. Oh my God. Because it's not too hot, it's not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. What was your favorite moment episode? Can we all agree that the first 5 minutes of the show was the shadiest we've ever seen? Can we talk about my reactions? Because the whole time I was sat in the middle of Jimbo and Janie, and they were going at it. And the first reaction I had was like, oh, and the thing was like, with me in my mind, the sound didn't come out. In my mind, I was like, oh, but then my mouth was open, so the sound came out, and I was like, oh. So looking back, I was like, oh shit, I should have not made a noise. I was like, oh, like that. So that was the first one. And then when they start going together, I was just like, get me out of here. I hate confrontation unless I have to, or someone cuts in the line in front of me, then I go ape shit. But then in terms of like when people are fighting, I don't want to get involved. I'm just like, you're Thai. Don't get confrontational. We all don't want to like sue up other people's business. I was just like, oh, what do I do? I have no more nails to like pick out of. So the whole time I was just like, don't want to be involved. And then I think when Blue said like, you doing the hokey pokey, and I was just like, that's my really bad impression of Blue. And when she said like, you doing the hokey pokey, I was like, in my mind, like poking. So I was laughing, not knowing what it meant, but it sounded funny, and that's okay for me. I was just laughing. Oh, and this, it wasn't covering my ears. In truth, it was just like, I hope my wig is not coming out of all, because when I like do this, like laugh so hard, the glue falls out from its place, and then you get to see my black boy hair. So when I was wearing blonde, I was like, I don't want anyone to see on national television of my boy hair. So I was just like, hokey pokey. So that was like the first 10 minutes, I think, was like the shadiest ever. Ever. It's okay, you laughed and that's what matters. Yeah. It's a drag competition. Yes, we're all competing, but it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be just us showcasing our artistry. What is the perfect song for a final lip sync for The Crown? The songs that I know the words to. So, I'm crying, laughing. We laugh, you laugh. So here's the thing, like I've always felt like I had like a big mouth. Like not like a big mouth like I would talk. That's not the case, but like I still don't know what hokey pokey is. Can someone tell me? In my mind it's still like, let's do the hokey pokey. Or it could be like hokey. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna Google this. Hokey pokey. Is it hockey? Hokey pokey. Hokey pokey, shake it all about. What does the hokey pokey slang mean? Trickery. A dance performed in a circle. I know something else that's performed in a circle, but it ain't a dance. A song describing the simple movements of a dance. Ice cream as for... Is it a hokey cokey or hokey pokey? The hokey cokey in the United Kingdom and the Caribbean, and hokey pokey in South Africa and the United States. You learn something new every day! It's an awkward, weird dance. So basically what usually Blue does. So that's why she's an expert on the hokey cokey. How many days or months did you have sewing classes did you served? It was an intense session of time. Like, I think I studied sewing and other types of classes from 9 a.m. to midnight every day, and then wake up and did it over again. Kept doing it. Like, in one day I would take, I think, 3 different types of classes. Sometimes 4, depends on what the hours allowed me. Yeah. Are you in your pangina feels when you dress up as pangina heels? I'm always in my pangina feels. It just depends. I'm in my pangina feels right now. Just good positive energy. What challenge from the past seasons would you love to do, and what would be your nightmare? I would love to do acting challenges because I think I'm just a wild card in so many ways. I think it would be really fun. I would hate to do the straddle on, I think it was a cannon with the wind blowing, like where Juju was like this the whole time. I would hate to do that because my eyes are so dry. And a lot of the times if you see me like, and I'm not wearing contact lenses, is because my eye was like infected or dry to the point of infection. So for me, I would say that I don't enjoy a good blowing in my eye. The lashes were gone. So, kind of dry. No, seriously, I've been having problems with like, I'm short-sighted. If you didn't know, it's like 525 minus 525 in each eye, which is great in the times that I was like a hoe, because then when I wake up, I don't have to see the person, and I was like, okay, he looks like a human being. So that was the bonus. But now, in my 30s, I kind of want to see in the morning. So catch 22. But yeah, in my days as a ho-ho, speaking of ho-ho, a Pokemon look is coming soon. Not on the show. Not saying anything about the show. Just saying I love to pull out different looks for you guys. Hi, Dominic. Girl, you blind. I know, I am blind. I am blind. Like, literally, when I take off my contact lenses, all I can see is, like, light blocks. So it was really helpful when, you know that feeling when you're, like, at 2:30 in the morning and you're like, okay, well, you're breathing, you're a human being, let's go. And then when you wake up and you're like, in my mind, he might be handsome. I think he has 2 eyes. You know, like, at that point, it's just blobs. It's just blobs. You should do LASIK. I should, but that costs money. And hopefully after this year, I'll do it. Can you please give me your skincare routine, please? I don't do it, but I can give suggestions. I think before you go to sleep, like, most people put on toner, then moisturizer, and then cream just to block it all in there. I think. I do that most of the days. Pen, so glad to have Asian representation in Drag Race like you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do you agree that your outfit needed a bottom? I can see that. I can definitely see that. I'm not kissing acid, to anyone. I can definitely see why that would be a problem. In my mind, my rationalization for it was just like, I wanted the legs to be elongated. And then I was going back into the days of the 2000s when everyone was wearing leggings. And then I know, like, nowadays it's not that, like, current. And I can see that, it should cover the manginas. So I can get it. Nom 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 nom. Asian queens. Okay, so Southeast Asian problems. Every single time the show airs, I have this, like, time bomb in my mind. Are you gonna, like, stay up and drink Red Bull all night long and wake up? But this time I did good. I went to sleep around midnight, woke up at 5 for some reason, watched the show and went back to sleep. So my age is catching up to me. Yes! Your skin is immaculate. Thank you. I think it's just this filter. So tomorrow, I think today I posted all my cat looks. Tomorrow I'm going to be posting my Butch Queen look. And I'm excited. I might get in trouble for it. No animals were harmed in the photography session. Hopefully people know that it's all photoshopped. I'm kind of nervous. Speaking of which, I'm kind of nervous now. But it should be okay. Yeah. That cat look was a surf. Thank you. Yeah, it's quite avant-garde. Yes, I did watch the fashion photo review. One thing I love about Shea Coulee, is that, oh my God, let's talk about this. So I really love, because Shea is a fashion queen that I really look up to. But the thing I love about her critiques is that she doesn't say like, I like it, I don't like it. It's usually why this is working, why it doesn't working. She gives the reason of what can be done, what can be different, and how it will make the look complete. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. I love your opinions. Because a lot of the times if you ask someone like, why do you like it? And they say like, well, I just don't like it. Well, that's an opinion. That's not like how you can improve it. Because that means that I can't learn from it. I don't get constructive criticism, or I don't get to improve in any way. So I love when people are like, here's what you can do to improve. And not just say, I like it because it's subjective, because for me, that's really shallow. So love her reviews, and appreciate when people have like feedback, when they're like, give it to us. And she always gives it to you. So I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Why didn't you say you helped Baga? Like, what do you mean? Is it important for me to say that I helped Baga? Like, why is it even important? It's not even important to me. If I'm happy with my outfit and I can help someone else, why is it important for me to come up and say that I made this outfit or I helped her make this outfit? Like, it's not relevant to me. Does that answer your question? And I'm not trying to be shady, but it's just not it's not something that's important for me to have to say. I'm rooting for Bosco. I love Bosco. You don't have to explain yourself, being helpful. Yeah, like, you know. I think Baga, and it's fine. It is what it is. So the outfit you can start with absolutely gorgeous, but they're so high fashion. Don't need advance. Oh, thank you. I thought so too, but I was incorrect. And right, I mean, I can understand why. Parisian couture. Hi, gorgeous. Hello. สวัสดีครับผมทุกคนที่กำลังเข้ามาดู Pangina, are you comfortable sharing if you had any cosmetic procedures done to your eyes? I'm also Asian, but in my culture, it's very common to do double eyelids. I'm very comfortable to talk about that. I have not had double eyelid surgery, but everywhere else, I've had surgery. I had a rhinoplasty. I had my hairline receding transplant. Like, my hairline used to be, like, all the way up here. That spirit gum. I'm sorry. It's not dandruff, I swear. Like, my hairline used to be up here, and then now it's here. So I had my hairline done. I had a nose job like 10 years ago. What else did I do? I got Ultra. I got Botoxed. I got threading. So yeah, got a lot of things done. But I got good doctors, so I'm very grateful. Thank you for being open and not taking too personally. No, I think plastic surgery is like brushing your teeth, and it's not for. And then I made a bad example. It's not for everyone. Then I think everyone should brush their teeth. Thank God. But with plastic surgery, I'm just not ashamed about it because it's what I did and what I will. If it makes me happier, then why not? I'm not forcing it on someone. I'm not going to suggest it to someone, but if someone comes to me, I'm like, girl, this is a really good procedure that can really, it's really great. Like Ultra, like the jawline, Ultra, 5 years off. Oh my God. Yeah. Please say Mahal Kokayo. Mahal Kokayo? Is that correct? Mabuhay! Is that correct? Because I know Jaja. Hope this is an appropriate question. Is it cheaper to get costumes made in Thailand? Relatively, because the labor is cheaper. But I've been like working with designers for like, not just designers, but like vendors and like costume makers for like, I've been doing that for like 11 years. So most of them know me because I've been buying stuff from them. So they do give me a discount. So when girls come from like overseas, I was like, girl, I got you that 50%. Let's go shopping. Ooh, someone just said, can I sit on your face? I don't even know how to respond to that. Ultra. No, Ultra is it's like a lifting kind of laser therapy that basically just causes your jawline to be defined or lifts up your face. And I've done it like 3 times and it's like the best thing. But I'm not advocating it in any way. It's just that it works for me. Still not over the fact that someone said I should sit on their face. Love from Chile. Send him a link to your OnlyFans. I might delete my OnlyFans pretty soon because I haven't posted anything on it. And what does it say? Tattoo on your chest. It says strive. Hi, Brazil. I've always wanted to go. So, my voice is almost going off. How long have I been living for? I mean, I've been alive for 33 years, but how long has this session been? And one more thing, please don't put this on YouTube, because I'm gonna get so mad. Well, I mean, I'll come to terms with it, obviously. I'll be at peace with it, but I just won't go on live anymore. So let's not do that anymore, because my videos are still on YouTube and it's not taken down yet. And I was just like, you guys, let's just keep this. It's called live, not posted on YouTube later. Can you guys understand? You know what I mean? Can people relate? Do you guys understand? Let's wait it on YouTube. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. If I see it on YouTube one more time, I am not going to do live anymore. I'm just saying. And then we'll just WeChat or WhatsApp. Yes! Thank you! Live in the moment. Sometimes if I'm like, okay, if I go to a certain event and I want to live, and I was like, okay, who's like on Instagram right now? I want to share this with the people who's present. Let's live in the moment. Let's just do that. So, we'll see. If I see my face with a beret, I will be like, done. Love you guys. I'm just going to post on my stories. I'm going to make videos, but I ain't going to live anymore. We're going to go on Zoom. We're going to do Zoom. We're going to do like a messenger video call. That's all I can say. And I love y'all. It's been a fun session today. Hopefully I'll do more, but I'll keep a lookout and see if it's on YouTube. Because also it's like posted without my consent. Let's just put it out there. I don't know if you need consent with posting other people's live videos, but there wasn't consent there. And my manager did ask them to take it down. No reply, and still up there. So if you're watching this, please kindly take it down. I would really appreciate that. Otherwise, I would just be doing messenger video calls. And it's not that I'm mad, but I just would rather for us to live in the moment, as my manager said. So love y'all. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna post tomorrow my Butch Queen photos, and my merch of the cat look is gonna be posted and up for sale 11 a.m. Thailand time. Last time it was sold out in 2 hours. So let's see. Bye.